What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Good to see y'all. If you are new here, my name is Mark Hopkins. I am a Baltimore-based guitarist and YouTuber, podcaster, all the things. If you are digging what you heard and what you are going to hear and see, please click that subscribe button, or at least think about it. It's free, it's easy, and it helps the channel. All right, business aside, I am super pumped today to come to you with a company release that I absolutely adore. I'm talking through one of their mics right now. I'm using one of their interfaces, and I have a bunch of their pedals. If you like these guys, you're gonna love this. It's the Paradise Guitar Studio, y'all. This is from Universal Audio, and I think we kind of knew this was going to be coming at some point, right? But man, it is really, really, really cool. And I decided when I did this video, I decided to do it with the four like upfront guitar solos, playing the exact same solo over the same track, 4 different amps, 3 different guitars, different effects sprinkled in. And I don't really want to play anymore. I just want to talk just for a couple minutes about why I like this so much. So, reason number 1, UA does an amazing job at making things aesthetically pleasing and easy to navigate. So when you go in and, you know, kind of rifling through the software and looking at different amps, we've got 6 amps, okay? So we've got the Dream 65, the Enigmatic, the Lion, the Ruby, the Woodrow, and the Showtime. What's this? The Showman, the Fender Showman, which is funny because yesterday I was in a shop in Baltimore and there was a vintage Showman there, and I plugged into it, and man, this is spot on, because I came home and plugged into this. I was like, how close was that? And it's pretty damn close, if not spot on. So we got 6 amps, which is fun. And on top of this, we've got a bunch of cabinets. We actually have 35 cabinets, if my math is correct, based on the rows and everything. But everything from 112 cabs, 212 cabs, 412 cabs, 410, just a bunch of different smattering of different mics that are on these cabinets. You can actually go to a specific cabinet like this one right here, which is a 112 greenback. And it tells you the 112 greenback with 25 watt greenback speaker, mic'd with a ribbon, 160 greenback warmth with clarity and a nicely balanced high end. Good for thick cleans and punchy overdriven tones. So this is just like a way for us to not only educate ourselves and understand what these different cabinets and speakers do, but what's nice about it, and what you'll find if you buy this software, is using different amps with different cabinets makes a huge difference. It makes a difference in how quickly things break up. It makes a difference in the tonal quality. Obviously, the mic on that cabinet that's emulating this is going to change things as well. But overall, I find these things to be really informative, because I'll never own an actual vintage deluxe. I don't think I will. I'll never own a Dumble. I'm not a huge Vox guy, though my Ruby video from years ago is still getting crazy amounts of views and hits. People are always commenting on that one. So I guess I liked it. I mean, I think out of the few that I played at that time, the Lion, the Dream, and the Ruby, for some reason I really gravitated towards the Ruby, and a lot of the presets in the Ruby are really cool. But all that stuff, like, you can get all these tones in here. So I mean, you can go into the Ruby. There's 3 different inputs. There's the vibe. So that's like your tremolo, your normal, and then your brilliant. Same thing goes if you go to like the Enigmatic, which is cool about this. It's got this suede, silver, cream, and black. And so you can kind of like pull up the different, and it even has different face plates for each of those and different knobs and whatnot. But what's cool about it is it's got this on the Enigmatic. Each amp is different. The Enigmatic, what's cool about it is you can go to this customized circuit, and you can go like kind of deep dive more into the EQ. You can dive into the like trim for the overdrive, and it even tells you a little bit about each amplifier. So when you go look at the black, it's compared to other options, has a more high fidelity power supply, full range, responsive, snappy, and articulate. And then when you go to like the cream, it's compared to silver, more low end, and more push in the mids. So like each of these is going to give you a description on what the amp's all about. And then We also have a pedal board. So there's 5 slots on each side. So on this side, we've got an 1176 that's on, and a Studio EQ. Obviously, these can be turned and off like that, on and off. These knobs work just like you would think they would work. All the buttons for the compressor work that way for the ratio stuff. And then when you go into the pedal board, if I click an empty slot like this, we can go in, we could add a fuzz to this. Then we got a fuzz on there. Same thing, all the knobs work just as they would on a pedal. Spring reverb, same thing here. On, off, all that stuff works. But you got 5 slots here, so you could do really whatever you want. If I wanted to throw a phaser in the mix, then I got a phaser there. It's just so intuitive, and I feel like that's what UA really excels at, is just making everything really easy to use and sound friggin' phenomenal. So that is my spiel. I feel like I got some great tones coming out the gate with those 3 different guitars and those 4 different amplifiers. The other thing about this, I'll say, there's a tuner that's built in, which is great. That's super handy. There is also a metronome that you can enable to within your DAW. I don't know, man. It's just great. It's an awesome piece of software. I'll find, that this could be not only useful with playing late at night, not waking up my family. I could be practicing. I could be writing. I could go into a studio, and if I was recording basics with the bass player and with, a drummer kind of thing, if we were just trying to get the performance of the bass and the drums, I could go in with this, dial up a really cool sound, be in the room with them with no bleed. There's so many different applications I could think of to use this stuff. But Universal Audio, James Santiago, your whole team, man, Tor. I wonder if Tor's still there. If Tor is still there, and if you had anything to do with this, I love that guy. He's been on the show. James, I would like to get you on At Home with Mark to talk about this. It'll be fun. Thanks again to my buddy Drew for hooking this up and making me be part of this launch. It's very, very, very cool. So Universal Audio, again, hats off. Ladies and gentlemen, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. I'll see you next time.